Welcome. Yay. You didn't have to skate to get here this morning. Give yourselves a round of applause for that. You may have to skate home, though. Be very, very careful. It is now time for the wild adventure style safari. I should probably introduce myself. I'm Tammy Holland of 100.3 The Beat, an iHeart radio station, along with Deborah Bass, fashion editor of the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. Today, it brings us great pleasure to celebrate the city's heroes and the city's heroines and the mighty girls of Mathews-Dickey, and recognizing the very, very important mission of Mathews-Dickey, not only for the agency and for the students and for the kids, but also for all of St. Louis. And it's also wonderful to share this stage and this moment with someone that I think is just absolutely iconic, Deborah Bass of the St. Louis Post-Dispatch.
Tammy is always the one. It's hard to follow her on anything, so this makes me very nervous. But thank you, Miss Lady. It is great to be here with you, and it's great to be here to recognize the youth and civic leaders who are doing the right thing in their community at the American Family Insurance, Centene, and Home State Health Nile reception. To that end, it gives me great pleasure to recognize the hard work and dedication of a volunteer leader who has captained a successful mission to raise funds for young women's activities at Mathews-Dickey, who, without further ado, I am pleased to introduce this morning's chairperson for the Style Safari, Edwards Jones HR Director, Irasa Downing.
Mathews-Dickey's has made a big impact on my family's life, upon those of thousands of more throughout the region. To those whom much is given, we know much is required. In that spirit, it's especially gratifying to be able to give back to the organization as the chairperson for Sheer Elegance number 28 Fashion Show. Working with my co-chair, Robin Britt, and the fellow members of Mathews-Dickey's Development Committee has been an honor and a privilege. These accomplished women are not only giving their dollars, investing their time, but they're also giving their expertise in the lives of many of these young women. Together, the club's dedicated staff, we've provided an experience, the arts, and the life skills of 40 young women that raises funds to help thousands more. One of the very exciting initiatives this year that was started was Mentoring Moments. This event is a perfect example of how Mathews-Dickey gives young people outstanding opportunities to learn and to thrive. The girls have enjoyed 8 weeks of choreography and also mentoring moments with our committee members, with the topics ranging from social media safety, as well as personal branding and healthy relationships. Along the way toward the style safari, the girls have met professional opera singer from the United Kingdom, the author of Quilt of Souls, and even the tour of the St. Louis Zoo to learn about the exotic African animals. We owe a great thanks to our major benefactors, along with our sponsors and our supporters, who've helped us reach and surpass our fundraising goal and raise close to $150,000. And I am looking forward to seeing you at the fashion show. Thank you.
Today's reception is made possible through the generosity of two outstanding corporate benefactors who are committed to ensuring the safety, wellness, and vibrancy of children and families in our community. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the Nile Reception co-sponsors, American Family Insurance Missouri State Sales Director Brett Stender, and Centene Executive VP, Corporate Secretary, and General Counsel Keith Williamson.
It is a pleasure and an honor to be here on behalf of American Family Insurance and welcome you to the reception today. This is the 9th time that we've had the opportunity to do this, and this is one of the events that every year I look forward to and I circle on my calendar for a couple different reasons. I picked this one out because there's some fabulous food here, so make sure you eat this food and fill your pockets and take it home. Second, I get to dress up in a tux and wear it all day and look sharp like this. And the third is I get the opportunity to walk out on stage and escort a lady today. And if you haven't yet, take a look at the ladies in their profiles, and look in the program, and look at some of the dreams out there, and look at what they aspire to be. This organization that we're here today allow those dreams, allow those ladies to aspire to go on and be great leaders in our community. And Mr. Mathews, I mean, you got to be so proud of the legacy that you've put together that's continued to go on, and your dream that you had for this program is still living today. We all have dreams, and if we're not scared of our dreams, then the dream is not big enough. And if you look at the dreams that those ladies are trying to be and aspire to be, all of us in this room have to have a little bit of teeth in the game as well, along with the club and the organization. So when you see the ladies today, make sure you give them a pat on the back and you tell them they can accomplish and be anything they want to be. And I want to thank you again for this opportunity to join this club and this organization and participate in it.
Well, Keith Williamson at Centene, and I have to say I'm very, very honored to be sharing the stage with Brent and such a great organization and all you do. And I did notice in the audience here, if I could ask you to stand up, we have the director of our Ferguson Claim Center. Here, make me look good here. Come on now. Here in the audience. And, you know, Centene is very, very interested in the health of our community, and that ties in exactly with the mission of Mathews-Dickey. So we are very proud to be a sponsor, very excited to be part of this event today. Thank you very much.
What is sheer elegance? It is a touch of class and a state of grace, and the ability to do great things and to do it with style. Our first award recipients. Casey Berg spends every day improving the lives of St. Louis children and their beloved pets. Casey has been involved with the Mathews-Dickey Sheer Elegance since the 1980s when she helped choreograph the show. She also chaired the 2008 fundraiser and is an ongoing supporter of the club's mission. Casey directs Purina's corporate contributions programs and reinforces Purina's position as an excellent corporate citizen around responsible pet ownership. Her community affairs department also supports a very unique program for underserved teens and social and emotional health through interactions with pets. Casey, I think that's awesome. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Casey, for all that you do.
Mathews-Dickey salutes Caleres for sponsoring and for literally helping our Sheer Elegance girls honorees put their best foot forward for over a decade as our official shoe sponsor. Caleres is a diverse portfolio of global footwear brands which fit people's lives, family, healthy living, and contemporary fashion. Its legacy is more than 130 years of craftsmanship, a passion for fit and business savvy, while inspiring people to feel good, feet first. Accepting the award today is Melanie Johnson, the account executive for Fergie and Fergalicious brands. Thank you.
A 5-year veteran of Express Scripts, Susan Stith has been recognized for her work in diversity, for her work in inclusion, and her work in corporate giving by Diversity Women, the St. Louis chapter of the NAACP, and the Gateway Center for Giving. And she's a recipient of the St. Louis Business Journal's Diversity Leader Award, the Diversity Plus magazine's Top 25 Women Impacting Diversity, Diversity's Women's Top 50 Diversity Champions, the Black Enterprise Top Executives in Corporate Diversity. She is actively involved in the community. Susan serves on the boards of the United Way of Greater St. Louis, the Starkloff Disability Institute, Lifelong Vision Foundation, the Family Resource Center, Homeworks, and the Arts and Education Council. Mathews-Dickey salutes Susan for her tireless efforts to connect children here in St. Louis and throughout the entire community with mentors and with technology instructors and resources to lead their success. You're so busy. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Susan Stith, thank you so much. When do you sleep? I don't. Let's do it again and give all of our award recipients another round of applause. It gives me great pleasure at this time to call to the podium the mayor of our fair city of St. Louis, Francis G. Slay.
This is a great program, I know. I have been coming now for, I think this is my 22nd year. I don't think I've missed any time that I've been invited, and I've been invited every single year. But what I want to do is I want to thank and recognize Mr. Martin Mathews, for co-founder and President Emeritus of this organization. Certainly one of my favorite St. Louisans of all time, and everybody knows why, and certainly recognize President and CEO Wendell Covington as well. He's a dynamic individual who is really taking the reins and is doing great things for this organization. And I want to thank the board. I want to thank all the participants, the organizers, for helping making this a great organization and a great event every single year. I'm also supposed to recognize the elected officials who are with us. And I know I saw President of the Board of Aldermen, Lewis Reed, is with us here. I know Marlene Davis, Alderwoman Marlene Davis is with us. And if there's anyone else, because I didn't see everybody that's here, I want to make sure you raise your hand so we can recognize you for supporting this organization and being here. I want to recognize Chief Dennis Jenkerson of the Fire Department, and I know Chief Sam Dodson of the Police Department is here as well. So I know this is going to be a great event, it always is. I'm very proud and pleased to be joining you for it every single year. And I certainly look forward to the show, and I wish all the young ladies who are part of this all the very best in the future. You are the very best of what St. Louis has to offer. Thank you.
We are now pleased to have sculptor Donald Wiegand here for a special gift to the club's co-founder from the Wiegand Foundation.
I've invited some of our foundation board members to join me because the important thing of working together is teamwork. Bob Totter, President, and Cindy Blake are on the Wiegand Foundation. And our foundation honors patriotic, educational, and supports people like Martin Mathews on the work he's done in this community. I think it's very important that we recognize how art has made significant difference in recording history, and that's what we're about to show. We've created a life casting of Martin. We actually had him hold his hand in a bucket for a while. This records an effort of his love, which protects and shows life, and that's what this is all about. Honoring each other and protecting each other and working with each other. Hi. And really honoring life.
First, I want to say good morning to everyone. As you look at all these beautiful people, you can't say too much. The only thing that I would say, if I had to say something, that I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Here you are, young man. Come on over, Senator.
What a wonderful tribute. Thank you again.
Thank you.
And thank you all for coming and for honoring these wonderful nominees or honorees. At this point, we were going to ask you to, you're going to pack up whatever you want, but you got to head to the second floor Regency Ballroom for the great show.